Hey guys, it's Maryn. Before this episode starts, I just want to say that I'm very sorry for the audio issues in this episode. I tend to be very loud because of my microphone, and Lauren tends to be very quiet because of hers. So I'm very sorry you have to deal with that. We're trying to fix it, but we're very new at this podcasting thing, so please deal with us just for now. Okay. Let's get into the episode. Okay, bye. Welcome back to the Night Talk podcast with Maryn and Lauren. It's been 1 year, 3 months, and 12 days since our last episode.
Today we'll be talking about weird and awkward experiences with men.
Yes, because there are tons of those. So I'm gonna go first. Okay, so we're gonna be, not saying their actual names for the sake of them, because some of these are really embarrassing for them. Okay, so my first experience, not first really bad experience, let's say, is with a man named Thomas. Not his actual name, but Lauren also has stories with this guy. Okay.
Sorry.
He's just that bad. Alright, so back in 2020, Thomas and I started dating, and I think it was 2019. Anyway, doesn't matter.
2019.
Thomas and I, we first started dating, and a couple weeks into our relationship, I was going over to his house for our first date. I'm doing air quotes right now, you can't see them. First date, and it was at his house, with his mom and his brother. Fun times. I was all ready. I was sitting on my couch. I was waiting for him to arrive, and
He wasn't there yet?
no. Okay, alright, let me refrain. I was at my house still. I was getting prepared, sitting on my couch in my house, waiting for him to pick me up with his mom. And all of a sudden, the door opens, and it's his mom in my house. Didn't knock or anything. And it wasn't him.
So she had actually come in?
Yes, she actually opened the door, stepped into my house. And I don't know why she did that. Like, who does that?
He on the porch, waiting in the car.
No, he was literally with her. But I guess
inside?
he was like, there was like no room. Like, I don't know, she was like, just confidently just opened the door, standing there. And I was like, oh, hi. Like, I didn't clean my house or anything. Like, I didn't expect anyone to be coming in my house. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So she just, comes in my house, and then we leave. And then I was like, alright, all we have to do, go to his house. She stops at Walmart. And I was like, to him, why are we at Walmart? And he's like, they had just moved into, like, our town. And he goes, we have to buy a TV. And I was like, you're gonna buy a TV right now? Like, right now, you're gonna buy a TV.
What?
And he goes, yeah. So, I spent the night TV shopping with him and his mom. And, yeah. But, backing up a little bit, as he was getting off, as him and his mom were stepping off the, like, steps of my porch, he goes, your house looks abandoned. And I was like, what?
Something you want to hear?
Yeah, I was like, what? Cause my house, we just got it recently sided, but like it used to have like chipped paint on the outside because that's kind of expensive to fix. And he goes, "Your house looks like a haunted house." I was like, "Excuse me?"
That's the thing you want to hear.
That should have probably been my first sign. Like, get you a man whose mom invites herself into your house and then
It's the haunted house.
yeah, and then insults your house the way your house looks, and then takes you TV shopping.
So when you got to his house, did like they set the TV up? Did you guys
Yes.
watch anything? Or
Both. They didn't have any furniture.
oh,
In there.
so is it just the floor?
It was. His mom started unboxing the TV in this empty living room with no furniture. His brother was playing like weird songs on the little desktop because they didn't have any furniture, but somehow they had like a whole desktop set up in his room,
Yeah.
in the living room. And so he was playing the you know the gorilla meme? It's like the uh-oh stinky meme.
Yeah.
He was playing that out loud over and over.
Terrible.
Well, his mom set up the TV. And then after that, we sat on the floor and watched a terrible movie on Netflix about robots.
Oh.
And then I went home.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the night. Insulted my house. His mom invited herself in my house. He insulted my house. We went TV shopping and then sat on the floor while his brother played Uh-oh Stinky.
I can't think of anything more romantic.
I know, it's so romantic. So yeah, Thomas, not sure that was a great
Time did
time.
he pick you up? Was it around dinner time, before, after?
I don't, honestly, I think it was around dinner time. And then
Did they offer you any food or?
no, after
Oh.
Walmart, we went to Cameron's Bakery.
I'm sorry.
We went to Cameron's Bakery. And, yeah. And I got a donut, and that was it. It was pretty romantic, to say the least.
Oh.
I know. So, that's my first story. That is just... I don't know how you're gonna compare to that, but...
Okay. Well, this is the same guy, Thomas.
Oh, no! Okay.
So I've dated him as well. It was a terrible mistake.
Yes.
On both of our parts. This was after we had broken up. After a little while, he had a new girlfriend, I think, and they broke up. So, and I was kind of like, I liked him again. So, I asked him if we could hang out, and so he said yeah. His mom wasn't home, but I still went over just to hang out, strictly to hang out. And so I got over there. So I opened he opens the door, and he is, so, like, in the morning, I had showered, I had done my hair, put on clean clothes, right, like, the normal.
Yes.
So he opens the door, and he's wearing red shorts, like basketball shorts,
Oh, no.
that are pretty long, and he had orange top, and no socks on.
No.
Nothing. Yeah, so he looks like he hasn't showered. He smells like he hasn't showered.
No.
His toes are out.
No. That's...
So I come in. At this point, they have furniture, thankfully.
That's good. That's a good thing.
Yeah. So I sit down on the couch, and so he's like just wearing his pajamas, and the house is not very clean, which whatever, but I mean, the fact that there were like blankets and towels on the living room floor.
At least they had
That's kinda
furniture,
sad.
though. So...
Yeah. So he was a mess, and then he gets a call on his iPad.
Oh, no. That's how it starts.
His mom was out of town at her boyfriend's house for the day, or like for the few days, whatever. But it wasn't that far away, so his mom called him. And ultimately, I wasn't supposed to be there.
Oh, so she didn't know you were there.
No. So his mom calls, and he looks at me after getting off the phone. It was like a call on Snapchat, though, which is weird. Calls their son on Snapchat.
I'm questioning this lady in general. I don't know.
Yeah. So, so he tells me, like, you need to leave. And so his mom is about the same distance away as my house. So I'm, like, texting my parents, you need to get over here right now.
Oh, no.
Because I cannot be here. So I got my things, and my dad came, and I went out, got in the car, we drove down the street. When we were at the end of the street and, like, turning to the next street, he had texted me that his mom just got there. And I, like, just barely missed her. It was terrible, so I've learned never.
Oh my god.
Never.
That's like a movie. What would have happened if, like, your dad just didn't come in time?
I don't know. I don't want to know. Because I was thinking, if my dad can't get here in time, I'm just going to put my shoes on and start walking. Because, like, I can just walk wherever. Or, like, even hide in the backyard, anything. But I didn't have to, thankfully. I was, like, really scared, though, because she would have never let me come back over or even talk to him.
Yeah.
But
Oh my god, I would have been terrified if that happened. My god, where was the brother?
he wasn't there. I don't know where he was.
Just anywhere. No one cares where he is, just literally anywhere in the world.
Yeah, beyond me, honestly.
Wow, that is fantastic. I love that. Alright.
Yeah, I can add on an additional little bit about this guy.
Please do.
I have another additional story with him, but just a little quick. The first time I went over to his house, I was invited in, and they had furniture at this point. This was while we were dating. And this man comes in, invited by the mom, with not birthday, it was Christmas time, Christmas presents for the brother and him.
Oh, no.
And they start opening them in front of me while I'm just sitting there, this random man, my boyfriend, his brother, his mom, and I'm just, like, sitting there doing nothing. So he opens it up. I think it was, like, a PlayStation. And he's, like, all excited. And I'm just standing there, like, what do I do?
No! That's so bad.
It's terrible. Yeah.
It's like you're at a family function.
He doesn't have a way of making people feel super, like, invited.
I know. What a charmer this guy is. Wow. What?
What'd you say?
I said, what a charmer this guy is.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely.
Very gentleman-like.
Yeah.
I love that.
Alright.
Wow. Thomas, what a character. So, my next story, not involving Thomas.
Thankfully.
Yeah. So, this one, I'm gonna call this guy Daniel. Okay? So,
Alright.
yeah, like the Vans guy. You ever see that, like, meme where it's like Daniel, like with the white Vans?
Yeah.
Yeah, Daniel. Alright. So, me and Daniel, Daniel was my first boyfriend. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
We dated in 6th grade until 7th grade, an entire year. I know, you're probably thinking, how did we last that long as little youngins? The key is to never talk to each other. So
yeah, I was just thinking.
Yes. So, basically we dated until, like, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. We dated until, like, the end of 6th grade, and then we, like, just never talked, ever. And then, like, all through the summer, and then 7th grade happened, middle school, and we never talked, ever, like, a single word. Just never talked but we like never broke up. So technically, I guess we were still dating. So Valentine's Day of 7th grade comes around, and I am in the band room getting my instrument after school to take it home. And he follows me into the little, like, band room, and he gives me this stuffed animal. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, I was like, oh my god, I got you something too, even though I didn't. Because I felt bad because I hadn't talked to him. I didn't even think he, like, remembered who I was at that point. But he still got me something for Valentine's Day, which I thought was so nice. So I was like, oh my god, I got you something too, even though I didn't. And I was like, I'll give it to you tomorrow. And I never have. I never gave him anything. So, that's
Did
not...
he ever come around asking for it, or?
No, thankfully. He's not like, I don't know, he's not like that kind of person to be like, where's my Valentine's Day gift? Like,
Thankfully, yeah.
I know, but I was just like, that's just more embarrassing for me instead of him. So that's kind of a wholesome story, but I felt really bad afterwards. So, yeah.
You can use a wholesome story, yeah.
Yeah. That is actually Daniel.
Were you ever thinking about getting him anything, or did you just forget, or?
Well, I wasn't gonna get him anything because we didn't talk for like an entire year.
Well, even after he gave you.
Well, like, I don't know, I was, because I told my mom, I was like, Daniel got me this really nice gift, and now I have to get him something back, but then we just never did. So, yeah, R.I.P. Sorry, Daniel.
Sorry, Daniel.
I'm very sorry, Daniel, and maybe I'm still friends with Daniel, maybe I should get him, like, a stuffed animal and be like, tomorrow, I'll just pick one up, mail it to him or something. Drop it off at his house, be like, I'm sorry for 7th grade Valentine's Day. Yeah. Alright.
Wow.
Yeah. Daniel. Wholesome man.
But you just weren't the same.
Yeah, apparently not. I just had such a shallow heart back then. Alright. Yes, your turn.
So, my second story is about Thomas again.
Oh no. He's back.
The myth, the legend. So, we had dated, like I said, and we called every once in a while. He was not the talker. So I would, like, text him wanting to talk, and he just would, like, leave me unopened. That was, like, his thing.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and I always wanted to talk, and he never really cared. So...
What a man.
We would sometimes FaceTime, and at some point we also played Minecraft together. But, so we would FaceTime every once in a while, and he was on the phone with me, and he said that he wasn't feeling well. Because he normally hung up whenever he wanted to do things like eat or watch YouTube, game, play the piano, anything.
Yes,
and
anything.
He said that he was going to hang up, and I was like, no, why? We never used to talk. And then he asked me if I wanted to be on the phone with him while he used the bathroom.
Oh!
He made this whole big deal about it, about how I wanted to, like, it was like a genuine offer. Like, do you want to listen to me use the bathroom? So I was always, like, taken aback, and I was like, no, you go. But I just... Thomas has so many red flags right now.
Thomas is a different breed of man.
Yeah, never ask somebody that. That's so weird. Why would you want to offer yourself while you're in the bathroom to talk? That's also really weird.
Like, the only time
I guess if he was, like, comfortable enough, but then at the same time, we had only dated a few weeks anyway, and it's just weird.
Maybe he just does that for everyone. Just ask everyone he talks to.
No, but I don't know. It's just strange to me. So, just, if a man ever says something like that, leave immediately. Yeah. It's never good.
It's one of the first warning signs that is not a good guy.
Get out.
Yes. Leave the relationship.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Thomas, this is like, I don't know, your 5th strike. There's only so many chances you can get. All right. My next story. You know, my last story had to do with Valentine's Day. This one also has to do with Valentine's Day, but not the same Valentine's Day. Thank God. So, this man is going to go by the name of Matthew, or Matt. Okay. So, I was in the 4th grade. Had just an enormous crush on this one guy, Matthew. And I decided, you know, one year to be very bold because I wanted to let Matt know that I liked him. So,
In 4th grade?
in 4th grade, just an absolute enormous crush. I knew what I wanted back then. I was gonna get it. So, I thought it would be just the most amazing idea. You know in elementary school how you had to, like, give out Valentines to your class?
To everyone, yeah.
Yes. So, I only put a humongous heart next to his name and my name. Like the 2, Matt, with a huge heart next to it. And then from Maryn with a huge heart next to it. So I was like, alright, it's a pretty subtle way to, like, let him know.
It's not too forward, yeah.
Because it's, like, it's Valentine's Day, like, hearts, that's, like, a thing. So, he says, everyone's opening their Valentines, and, and he goes...
He announced it?
Well, kind of, he goes, everyone's kind of, like, busy doing their own thing, looking at all their Valentines, and he goes... Maryn, why is there a heart on my Valentine?
No.
So, because I was, like, kind of friends with him. Like, I don't know, we were, like, friends back then. And I was like, oh, I put hearts next to all my close friends in this class.
Oh, no.
And then one of my friends goes, I don't have a heart next to mine.
No.
And then my other friends were like, yeah, me either. And I was like, shut up. And he's like, that's a little weird that there's a heart next to my name. And basically, I had my little 4th grade self. My heart was broken. And I was like, that is really embarrassing.
No.
So,
yeah. Was that just the end of you and Matt, or
well,
were you still friends? Or...
I don't really know, to be honest. Well, I think...
Did you ever make any more moves?
I don't think I ever did. I don't know. After 4th grade, I liked him, like, all the way up until 5th grade. Well, yeah, I know, such a long time. 4th grade to 5th grade. But, like, I had liked this guy since, like, 1st grade. So I basically liked Matt since, like, elementary school. Yeah. Like,
wow.
I know, and then he just broke my heart, I guess, on Valentine's Day.
It happens.
Yes.
It shouldn't, but it does.
So yeah, and now he is very strange man. Yeah, he like is like super quiet now and gives off weirdo vibes in school. But anyway, Matt, thank you for breaking my heart in 4th grade. You're a real one. You're a real one for that. Anyway.
Alright, my 3rd story is about a man named Fred.
Fred?
Yeah, really creative with the name.
I love that.
So I had dated his good friend and then started dating him shortly after. And so it was really stupid on my part. I really shouldn't say some of this because it's more embarrassing for me than it is for him.
That's okay.
But I still liked his friend while I was dating him. But, like, I wasn't really ready to come to terms.
Wow, look at you player.
So, I know. I was, like, 13. You can stop. So I had kind of, like, cried to him one day. Because I was just sad. I wasn't going to tell him it's because I miss your friend.
Oh, no.
I know. So, and we were just sitting outside, and he had said to me, "You have a mustache."
No!
Yeah, I know. And I was already crying about his friend, and I was like, "You're a piece of trash as well." It was devastating. And I think once he realized that I didn't like him as much as I thought I did, or he thought I did, that he just wanted to insult me. I mean, fair play. I liked his friend, but at the same time, I, I guess I was creative.
Yeah.
But I don't know. For someone, he didn't keep his facial hair very well,
Mm-hmm.
and it was kind of just like a shrub.
Ew. No.
Unkept shrub. So I think he was one to talk.
Maybe he's just jealous. Like.
Probably, yeah. No, because he liked me a lot more than I liked him, and
Ooh.
I was stupid. So.
Aren't we all? I think
so.
maybe he was just like, how come you can have facial hair but I can't? He was just jealous, I think, probably.
I don't know. Whatever.
Wait, what?
He's still a trashy man.
Yes. What age were you, or like what grade were you in?
I was 13 or 14. I think I was 13.
He was definitely just jealous that he couldn't grow any.
A 13-year-old that they have a mustache when they don't. I cried about that for such a long time.
I know, that's boys just.
Did you know you have facial hair?
That's just, especially to someone you're dating. Like, no.
Yeah, no, because he wanted me to like him, but that's how to ruin second chances altogether.
Yeah, to be honest, that is just yikes. Wow. What was his name? Fred? I know.
Fred, yeah.
Fred just toxic, Fred. How dare you?
I know.
So, this next story of mine, Thomas is coming back. Huh?
No!
Yeah.
No.
Thomas is coming back for the last time.
Keep it that way.
Huh?
Let's keep it that way.
For real. He needs to stay away. So, this is coming to the end of Thomas and I's relationship. I realized that he's just too immature for me. I just can't deal with him and his nonsense. So, Daniel comes... His nonsense. Daniel comes back into the story because Daniel and I, even though we broke up and I just left him hanging after Valentine's Day, we're still close friends, and we still are to this day. So I was telling Daniel about how much I need to break up with Thomas, and he was like, I wish I could be there to see you break up with him because that would be hilarious to watch. And I was like, wow, Daniel, thank you for your support. But I decided to kind of let Thomas off a little easy. I was nervous about it. I did it after school one day. And I was like, you can't take the bus home today, Thomas. I need to tell you something really important after school. So I needed to find the right spot. Because, I don't want people around. What if he, has, a mental breakdown and starts, crying? I don't want people around to see that for him. So, I was trying to find a good spot. I couldn't find the right spot. I was basically dragging Thomas all the way around the school. And I couldn't find the right spot. And
there's just people everywhere?
People were everywhere. They were walking, and it was with their sports stuff, and I couldn't find the right spot. So people listening might not know where this is, but I did it in this kind of an open area. There was no one in the hallway at that point. It was near the art rooms at our school, but I don't know. Basically I told them, I was like, listen, I can't. I just don't think we're compatible with each other.
No.
And you know how Daniel was like, "Oh, I wish I could see that."
Yeah.
Daniel walks past me while I'm trying to break up with Thomas.
Oh,
And he starts laughing and he walks away. And I look Daniel right in the eye and I'm like, I didn't say anything, but I was like giving him the death stare because he was
At least
laughing.
you didn't just sit there and watch.
I know, but it was
I think
just,
that would have been much worse.
I know, it was just so weird. He's like, oh, I wish I would pay to see that. And I was like, oh my god. And then he actually got to see it happening, and yeah, it was weird. But Thomas didn't really care, to be honest. He was just like, oh, okay, I get that. And then we went on our merry little way. Never talked to each other, really, after that.
So you said that you told him not to take the bus home. How did he get home?
I have no idea, man. I don't know if he, just found somewhere. Maybe he took the late bus. I don't know. But it felt kind of bad. It's like...
Thomas deserves that.
To be honest, yeah. I mean, he did insult my house, so... That was just a little too far for me. Yes. Alright, that's...
Alright.
Yeah, your turn again.
So, this is my last story. 4 out of 4. I saved the best for last.
Yes.
So, this was when I was about 14, I think. And I, at school, had a little friend group I talked to in just passing time.
Mm-hmm.
And they had another friend. So it was a mutual friend.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up getting a snap. And he asked me if I wanted to hang out, get to know him a little better. I was like, sure. Okay. Desperate, yeah. So we talked a little bit. We got a little bit closer, whatever. And so then he asked if I want to FaceTime. So I'm like, sure, right? Mm-hmm. So we FaceTime. He's in his, I think, dining room at this point. So, and then he lives out in the country, and it was sunset. So he showed me the backyard, and because it's sunset, and I was like, oh, that looks really nice. And we talked a little bit. He went upstairs. He fed, I think it was a pet tarantula.
Oh no, red flag. Yeah.
No, but there was a whole separate room with just tarantulas. I don't know if it was a snake, but they were just enclosures for little animals. And so he was just showing me that he was feeding them. It's cool, yeah, great. So he went up to his room, and he just sits in bed, and behind him, I can see, behind his wall, he has posters from floor to ceiling from magazines of girls in bikinis.
No!
Standing in really terrible, weird poses. I know, and I was like, this is terrible, because he wanted to I guess date me or whatever. And he has this all over his wall. And I was just like, oh no. So I eventually had to cut it off, and he gave me the whole, you led me on, and I was like, I don't care, that's weird. But he invited me to the movies, and I just declined. So
good.
He wasn't happy with me.
Yikes. That is... We all know that he's the person who would have led you on, though, to be honest. I don't think you can have that stuff on your wall and not be, a player.
I think he was desperate.
True.
And I think advice, if you have all of those things on your wall and you're looking to talk to women, take them down.
Yeah. Yeah, never invest in those ever, because that's just not good.
Imagine, we had gotten closer and I went over to his house to, visit. Would he have shown me the tarantula? Would he have invited me to his room? And I just see the wall and I'm like, great, this is what I got myself into?
Yeah. Yikes.
It was bad. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Red flag after red flag for Kevin. I don't know if I mentioned his name.
Oh yeah, Kevin. I love that name.
Terrible person.
Yeah. It's how You were like 14, you said?
Yeah.
And so is he?
Yeah.
It's like his room was a frat house. Like, that's what...
It was bad.
Ugh. That's icky.
Yeah.
I hate that. Alright. My very last
Take
story.
it away.
Alright.
Final story.
Final story. I don't know if this one is... I mean, it's very awkward for me. Okay. That's... Yeah.
For him?
No, for me. It's gonna
For
be...
him at all, though.
Huh?
Is it awkward for him, though?
No. Mostly just me.
Okay.
So, it involves a man, so I decided to put it on my list. So, it just adds into the cringe factor of this episode. So, again, 4th grade, Matt, the Valentine's Day guy, was in my class, and his friend Bob was also in that class. We were learning math, I believe, and I was called up one day. I was wearing white pants.
No.
That's just not a good thing to ever wear. But I was in 4th grade, so I didn't have to worry about, Aunt Flo coming or anything. So that's good. Except I was wearing sorry, this is kind of gross, but not gross, but like TMI. I was wearing like striped underwear. With white
like
pants.
Dark stripes.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, no.
I don't know who told me that would be a really good idea to wear.
Oh, no.
How did my mom let me out of the house like that? Don't know. But I was wearing white, like, leggings with, like, rainbow stripes on it. And, like, not a long shirt, of course. So I was called up to the board to do a math problem. And I'm sitting next to Matt and Bob, Matt and Bob are best friends. I got called up to the board to do this math problem, and I sit back down, and Matt and Bob are just cracking up laughing.
Oh, no.
And so when I'm up to the board, at least I'm self-aware. I was self-aware that I looked like an idiot with underwear and white leggings, but so I was like, oh my god, people are gonna be making fun of me, and I could hear Matt and Bob like laughing from the chairs, and I was like, oh my god, they're laughing at me. I hate men, as one does in 4th grade. So I sit back down in my seat next to Matt, and they just start like laughing so hard, and I was just like, oh my god. Alright, this is so embarrassing. I'm getting like cringe sweats from saying this out loud. Alright. I turn to Matt and Bob, and I go, stop laughing, everyone has to wear it. Like, assuming they're talking about my underwear. Like, laughing. So, I was so embarrassed. Like, I don't know, I was like, everyone has to wear it, stop laughing. And they go, what are you talking about? And I was like, oh my god. I was like, you know what you're laughing at, and so do I.
Oh, no.
And I was, this is so cringe. Okay, and then I realized that they didn't even see the underwear. They were laughing. He was like, no, because I was like, are you laughing about my underwear? And
oh no.
And they were like, what are you talking about? What are you saying? We're laughing at something else. And I am mortified at that point.
Do you know what they were laughing at?
I don't, but I didn't even want to see them after that mortifyingly embarrassing moment. That is just so horrible, and I hate it. I hated that whole experience.
What a way to end it off.
I know. I know. That is just... Yeah. I don't even know how to put that in words. It makes me speechless. So, yeah. that is the end of this podcast. We made it. Episode 2.
Yes.
A year.
Maybe in the future, we will do a more in-depth video about Thomas, because he's obviously quite the character.
Honestly, we could make a whole video about Thomas, because if you're watching us and you made it to this point, let us know in the comments if you want to hear more about Thomas, because, wow. What a character.
Yeah.
We promise to make more episodes, not 1 year, 3 months, and 12 days apart. We got kind of distracted and forgot about this podcast, but now we're back in action.
We've been too distracted with men and...
Yeah. Making really cringy moments with men, really.
Yeah.
That's what we've been up to.
Oh, but none of these are really that recent.
True. I'm sure we can think of
We'll try
more.
and get some new ones.
Yeah, we'll make new ones, new memories with men. In upcoming episodes, we might have a collab with Lauren's boyfriend. So, yeah. Let us know some topics you want us to talk about with him. Do you have any questions for men? I'm sure we could think of some that we can ask them.
That we can ask men. Questions for men.
Yeah.
I will go at school in the hallways and just put a mic up.
Seriously! We need to do that.
We will.
So, if you have any questions for men that you want Lauren's boyfriend to answer singularly for the entire population of men that he can definitely answer, let us know.
Yeah.
And yeah, so he's going to be on the next podcast, which will probably be in like 2 weeks. So, stay tuned for that. All right. This has been the Night Talk podcast with Maryn and Lauren. Thank you for sticking around. Anything you want to add?
Nothing.
All right. That is the end of this episode. See you guys later.